Every time you sit down to enjoy a piece of fish, you probably feel good about your choice. But what if that feeling was completely wrong? What if the fish you have been trusting for years was quietly damaging your brain, weakening your heart, and speeding up the very aging process you are trying to slow down? For adults over 60, this is not a small concern. A shocking study published in 2023 revealed that eating the wrong fish just twice a week can increase the risk of stroke and memory loss by up to 80%. And here is the part that no one talks about. Most seniors are eating the wrong fish every single week, loaded with mercury, hidden toxins, and inflammatory compounds, all while believing they are making a healthy choice. But there is also powerful good news. New findings published in the Journal of Gerontology show that the right fish can reduce the risk of Alzheimer's by 40%, protect your arteries, and actually slow aging from the inside out. Tonight, I'm going to give you the full truth. 4 fish you should never touch after 60, and 4 fish you should be eating regularly to stay sharp, strong, and independent. Every claim I share is backed by peer-reviewed science, not fear tactics or rumors. You will find all the sources linked in the description below. My name is Dr. Joseph, and if this is your first time here, welcome to Better Health, where we reveal science-based strategies to help you live stronger and longer. Before we dive in, tell me in the comments which fish you eat most often and why. I read every single comment and respond to as many of you as I can. Now let us get into the 4 worst fish for seniors. The worst fish, number 4. Imported catfish. At first glance, catfish seems like a harmless, budget-friendly option. But if your catfish is imported, particularly from certain fish farms in Asia, it may be one of the most contaminated fish you can put on your plate. These farms operate under extreme overcrowding, diseases spread rapidly, and fish are treated with massive doses of antibiotics. Those antibiotics do not disappear. They accumulate in the flesh of the fish, and when you eat it, they end up in your body. For seniors whose immune systems are already more vulnerable, this can promote antibiotic resistance, making real medications less effective when you truly need them. Independent testing on imported catfish has also revealed residues of banned chemicals and carcinogenic substances, often raised in polluted waters saturated with industrial waste and heavy metals like mercury and lead. For older adults whose bodies eliminate toxins more slowly, this means a significantly higher risk of kidney damage, neurological disorders, and even cancer. There is also the inflammation problem. Imported catfish is typically fed artificial diets rich in corn and soy, creating a dangerously imbalanced omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. For seniors dealing with arthritis, heart disease, or autoimmune conditions, eating this fish is like pouring fuel on a fire. The worst fish, number 3, tuna. For decades, tuna has enjoyed a reputation as a lean, healthy protein. But for adults over 60, this popular fish hides a silent danger that can heavily impact the brain, heart, and nervous system. The problem is mercury. Tuna, especially larger species like albacore, white tuna, and big eye, sit near the very top of the marine food chain. They live long lives and feed on smaller fish, accumulating mercury year after year. When you eat tuna, that mercury does not simply leave your body. It accumulates in your tissues, particularly in your brain and nervous system. For seniors whose detoxification systems slow with age, mercury is far more dangerous. Studies have shown it can cause memory loss, confusion, numbness, tremors, and mood swings, symptoms that are often mistaken for normal aging or even early signs of dementia. A study published in JAMA Neurology found that seniors with higher mercury levels linked to tuna consumption had up to 65% greater risk of cognitive decline. Even canned tuna, which many believe is harmless, is not completely safe. Light tuna contains lower mercury than albacore, but still remains high enough to require strict, limited consumption after 60. If you love tuna, limit yourself to light canned tuna, no more than once or twice per month. The worst fish, number 2, king mackerel. Mackerel can be confusing because 2 very different varieties exist. The safer kind, like Atlantic or Spanish mackerel, and the dangerous one, king mackerel. Unfortunately, many seniors do not know this difference, and that mistake can put their brain, heart, and overall health at serious risk. King mackerel is a large predatory fish that lives long and sits high on the food chain. The longer a fish lives and the higher it sits in that chain, the more toxins it accumulates. For king mackerel, the primary concern is mercury, and not in small amounts. King mackerel is notorious for having one of the highest mercury concentrations among commonly consumed fish. For seniors whose nerve cells are already more fragile with age, mercury exposure can accelerate decline. Eating king mackerel even just a few times a month can push mercury levels beyond safe thresholds. The cardiovascular system suffers too. Mercury can damage blood vessel walls, increase oxidative stress, and disrupt the electrical conduction of the heart. The FDA and EPA explicitly warn seniors, children, and pregnant women to avoid king mackerel entirely. It is one of the very few fish placed on the strictly prohibited list due to its mercury content. If you enjoy the taste of mackerel, do not worry. There are safer alternatives coming up shortly. But when it comes to king mackerel, the right decision is simple. Never touch it. If you are finding this information valuable, now is the perfect time to subscribe to Better Health and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video that could protect your health. Every week, Dr. Joseph and the team bring you the latest science-backed strategies to help you live stronger, sharper, and longer after 60. This community is growing fast, and we do not want you to miss a single episode. The worst fish number 1, farmed tilapia. This one might surprise you. Tilapia is one of the most popular fish in America, cheap, widely available, and often marketed as a lean, healthy protein. But farmed tilapia is one of the worst fish seniors can consume. In most farms, tilapia are packed into tanks so tightly they are literally swimming in their own waste. To keep fish alive in these unsanitary conditions, farmers rely heavily on antibiotics, pesticides, and antifungal chemicals. These do not disappear, they accumulate in the fish's body and end up in yours. The feeding practices are even more alarming. To cut costs, farmed tilapia are fed cheap ingredients like corn, soy, and sometimes even chicken feces used as a protein source. This artificial diet distorts the very structure of the fish's flesh, creating one of the most imbalanced omega fatty acid profiles of any food. The ideal omega-6 to omega-3 ratio in the human diet is close to 1:1, but in farmed tilapia that ratio can reach 11:1. Excess omega-6 acts like gasoline thrown onto the fire of inflammation inside the body, feeding diseases already common in seniors, arthritis, heart disease, diabetes, and even Alzheimer's. Studies have shown that eating tilapia can spike inflammatory markers in the body even more than eating bacon or hamburgers. Independent testing has also revealed the presence of dioxins, highly toxic industrial pollutants that accumulate in fatty tissues and remain in the body for years. If you want to protect your brain, your heart, and your joints after 60, avoid farmed tilapia completely. The best fish number 4, wild Pacific cod. Wild Pacific cod may not have the fame of salmon, but for seniors, it punches far above its weight class. A single serving delivers approximately 40 grams of complete, high-quality protein, less than 2 grams of fat, and around 180 calories. It is a nearly perfect nutritional profile for seniors fighting sarcopenia, the age-related muscle loss that affects nearly 50% of adults over 80. Cod is also a selenium powerhouse, with a single serving covering more than 100% of your daily needs. Selenium acts as a microscopic shield for your cells, supporting thyroid function, strengthening the immune system, and acting as a potent antioxidant against oxidative stress. Research from the NIH shows that seniors with higher selenium levels demonstrate better cognitive function and lower rates of age-related disease. Wild Pacific cod also lives relatively short lives in the cold, clean waters off Alaska, meaning it absorbs far fewer contaminants than longer-lived predatory species. You can eat it regularly without fear of mercury buildup or ecological guilt. The best fish number 3, sardines. Do not let the size fool you. Sardines are among the most powerful superfoods seniors can eat. They are one of the richest natural sources of omega-3 fatty acids, offering more per serving than almost any other fish. As we age, our bodies naturally produce more inflammatory compounds, and that inflammation is the hidden driver behind joint pain, arthritis, heart disease, clogged arteries, and cognitive decline. The omega-3s in sardines, particularly EPA and DHA, act like natural firefighters inside your cells, cooling chronic inflammation and protecting your arteries. Sardines are also one of the rare natural sources of vitamin D, a nutrient that becomes increasingly difficult to obtain after 60. A single can cover approximately 40% of your daily vitamin D needs. Combined with the calcium and phosphorus found in their soft, edible bones, sardines deliver the perfect trio for bone strength and fracture prevention. Because they feed on plankton and sit at the very bottom of the food chain, sardines accumulate virtually no mercury or heavy metals, making them one of the cleanest, safest fish seniors can eat regularly. The best fish, number 2, wild Alaskan salmon. If there is one fish that nutritionists worldwide consistently rank as a medicinal food, it is wild Alaskan salmon. For seniors, this fish is not just healthy, it is transformative. Its omega-3 content, particularly EPA and DHA, directly supports brain health. Research from the University of Pittsburgh showed that seniors with higher blood levels of DHA had greater brain volume and better memory performance than those with low levels. Wild Alaskan salmon also contains astaxanthin, a rare and powerful antioxidant that gives the fish its distinctive pink-orange color. This compound acts like armor for your cells, protecting them from oxidative stress, reducing inflammation, and supporting skin elasticity, eye health, and endurance. Because wild Alaskan salmon swims freely in cold, clean waters and feeds naturally, it is naturally low in contaminants like mercury and PCBs commonly found in farmed salmon. The best fish, number 1, rainbow trout. After 60, one fish quietly deserves the top spot, rainbow trout. It combines the nutritional power of salmon, cod, and sardines, while being one of the cleanest and safest fish available. Rainbow trout raised in the United States is subject to strict regulation, raised in clean, carefully controlled freshwater systems. You do not have to worry about mercury, hidden pollutants, or chemical residues. A single serving provides approximately 1,000 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids, the ideal dose for heart protection. Rainbow trout is also rich in potassium, which nearly 70% of seniors over 60 are deficient in, essential for regulating blood pressure and reducing stroke risk. It delivers phosphorus for bone protection, iron to fight fatigue, and zinc to support immunity, wound healing, and the preservation of taste and smell with age. Its vitamin B3 content helps maintain healthy cholesterol by raising HDL and lowering LDL, and its vitamin B12 content keeps the nervous system sharp and prevents the brain fog so common after 60. A triple shield of omega-3, selenium, and vitamin E works together to fight oxidative stress and age-related decline from every angle. And for seniors who find some fish too fatty, too strong, or too heavy, rainbow trout remains gentle on the stomach while delivering elite-level nutrition. If you had to choose one single fish to eat regularly to age stronger and healthier, rainbow trout earns that first place. The truth is now clear. Some fish silently damage your heart, your brain, and your joints, filling your body with toxins and inflammation. Others nourish every cell, protect your memory, and give back the energy and strength that aging tries to take away. What you put on your plate today determines the quality of your life tomorrow. Start small, replace one harmful fish with one beneficial one, add just 1 or 2 portions of the right seafood each week, and over time, those small steps build a future where you feel stronger, clearer, and more alive. At Better Health, we believe aging should never mean declining. With the right choices, your best years are still ahead. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. Share it with someone you love, and subscribe to Better Health so you never miss what could change your life. Now tell me in the comments, which fish do you eat most often, and will you be making any changes after what you learned today? I read every response, and I look forward to hearing from you. Here is to smart, science-based choices and to a longer, stronger life.